Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Survivors. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Sean, he, him, and I will be your Dungeon Master tonight. Soul Survivors is a continuation of events started in Seeds of Defiance. Following the death of Father Rex Alathai, several of his closest companions have gathered together to look into the mysterious circumstances in which he perished. Can the party get to the bottom of this plot and save Neverwinter? Let's find out together, after we have met the players and heard from our sponsors and supporters.
Hi everyone, my name's Talia and I am playing Zinmoira Lithram, the Dampier Grave Cleric of Kalemvor. After battling the undead in Dorano's Echo, they've come back to Neverwinter feeling more secure in their faith, but feeling the ramifications of that in their personhood. They're back in the city to go and take charge with their rightful position as the head of the Kalemvor Church in Neverwinter, but there are shenanigans happening again. Did not consent to this. No more shenanigans.
Hello, my name is Tom. I use he, him pronouns, as does... Hello there, Giacomo here, head of the circus and... I'm kidding. Nah, it's just normal Giacomo. I'm a reborn, you see, bit of a rogue. I was murdered, came back from the dead. Now I'm head of the circus and I'm here to solve some mysteries, save the world. Proper hero stuff, you know.
Hi, I'm Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Arcana, who also uses she, her pronouns. Arcana is a half-elf artificer artillerist from beyond the stars. After sealing away a vast apocalyptic being on her own planet at Death's Door, available on YouTube, she has made a home in Neverwinter. How will she cope living in a non-post-apocalyptic deathscape? Will she learn to trust her friends? I can't wait to find out.
Hello, my name is Josh. I use he, him pronouns, and I shall be playing Jakarth Silrian, who also uses he, him pronouns. Jakarth has been on a bit of an adventure of late. He has been to other planes of existence, absorbed souls, then deposited said souls in the afterworld, or afterlife, sorry, and Valhalla to be specific, and is now back in Neverwinter to deal with whatever's going on here. Hopefully, nothing bad.
Hi, I'm Scarlett. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Hera, the Reborn Warlock, sent here by the Grave Mother, who we love very much, to assist with the Red Wizards and their dastardly plans. And rings. Mostly about rings, yeah.
Check out our sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for carefully crafted click-clack math rocks for use in your favourite TTRPGs. Phoenix Dice work with recycled goods, meaning their products and packaging are all made from sustainable materials. You can go to phoenixdice.com to check out their entire selection, including some limited roll-together dice. And if you use the code ROLLTOGETHER, all caps, at checkout, you'll get 25% off your next purchase.
Big love to our D20 club on Patreon. They're great. You're wonderful. We love you so much. And they help us keep the kobolds in line, which is very important. They get up to all sorts of cheeky jam-related activities. Anyway, the D20 club, they've created a fan Discord where you can come and chat about all things Roll Together. And they've created a wiki page to help you keep track of all of our stories, which you can find at rolltogether.fandom.com. You can join and be as cool as they are from as little as one of your local currencies per month by following the link in chat or in the description below.
We are delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. You can select your heroes and formation, then battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. And if you put !code into chat, you'll get yourself a free Electrum chest.
We are happy to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son duo, a group company that make various different TTRPG supplement books, which includes The Wandering Tavern, and coming soon to Kickstarter, they have a new Dune/Mad Max inspired book called Scorched Basin. You can go check out all of their stuff following the links in chat or in the description below. And if you use the code ROLLTOGETHER at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase.
You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. by searching Roll Together RPG or by following the links in chat or in the description below. If you can't join us live and want to see our previous adventures, you can catch up straight after on YouTube or on your favourite podcasting app by searching for Roll Together RPG.
Finally, we run queer-friendly tables and encourage and support trans and GNC players and characters in our games. Our players and DM may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering but acknowledge that it does happen. We welcome corrections and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. Check out Safety in Chat for content warnings and some of the safety tools that we use through the TTRPG Safety Toolkit.
And with all that, let's begin. Welcome back, and straight into combat we go. Top of the round, it is the various skeletal birds and bird-like creatures arrayed in front of you. Just as a quick reminder, you are on top of the roof of the Mirrorstone Mask. The Moonstone Mask, even, not the Mirrorstone, that would be completely something else. A large building on top of an earth moat, just chained to the bay in the docks in Neverwinter. Giacomo had previously observed these creatures flying towards you from the Thayan boat moored in the docks, and they have landed on the roof nearby. There are 5 in total. 4 of them are huge, and 1 of them is double plus huge, gargantuan, some might say. Humongous, great bird-like beast. One of the smaller beasts seems to be more like a kind of dinosaur, pterodactyl type thing, and one of them appears to be a periton. The others might be other things too, but they all look like birds when stripped of all but bone. And they're going to start hitting people. So, I suppose we might want to start rolling some dice. So, 5 of you, I'm going to work out who's going to fall to each one. Very quickly, actually, you're all just kind of arrayed generally on the roof? Does anyone take up any particular positions? The fire escape, for want of a better word, would be sort of central, but a bit more towards the back of the building.
Is there any sort of... again, this is the wonderful thing about this game. We're like, Greg, are there vents, basically, to try and hide behind a bit? I'm going to try. I would have ducked and rolled. I realise that's being a bit... I suppose I knew they were coming, so I'm just hiding. Sorry, Chikaf, just going behind you, old chap.
Don't go behind me, I'm right at the back. Yeah. I'm ranged.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm now gonna very hopefully Google the Moonstone Mask and hope that I can find a image of the roof.
This is where it's like everyone knows that the roof was destroyed back during the spell plague. You're like, what was it?
If there's a lip, then I'm underneath it.
So I'm looking at the image from the game, and it looks like largely it's still got kind of crenellations and some sloped parts. We're not talking literally a flattened off White House-esque mansion top. You've got some areas, some spires and such like that where one could hide. So absolutely fine if you want to start off hiding.
Yes.
You did know that they were coming. So
yeah. Do you want me to roll stealth or?
I would love for you to roll stealth. Yeah. Oh, thanks for reminding me.
That's all right. I mean, just. It's a 28.
I think it's safe to say that you're probably nice and safely behind something. I will have to see what they make of this. Okay. So. Evie, where's Arcana right now?
So if there is like a little ledge, crouch down behind that with the gun, kind of pointed out, kind of like a sniper.
Could I get a stealth roll for you?
Yeah.
I know Josh just said I'm range. I think we're all being range here. And just being like, covering fire.
11 on the dice, so dirty 20.
Beautiful.
30-20. Okay. I am going to do some rolls because, I mean, they're quite perceptive. Birdies.
I should point out, I'm not hiding per se. I'm just in a position that allows me to aim steady.
You want some cover. Okay.
Very tiny.
So. That's probably not going to spot you on the dice. So the big one, the gargantuan rock, it's flying towards you, but as it lands, the distance to where you are is just a little bit too much, so it doesn't quite spot you in your little hiding place. Okie dokie, let's move on to the next one. I'm going to spot one of you at some point. Scarlet, where's Hera?
Not near the edge. That's okay. Not too close to the edge. Is there anything else I'd like duck behind or near? Even if it's just that little half, because I'll get right down there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's kind of elements on. It's a very kind of heavily decorated building, so there's kind of bits and bobs here and there. Just roll me another stealth check, please.
Okay. Natural 20 for a 22.
Well, that's going to beat my natural 1 for a whatever that's plus.
It doesn't have any eyes. It's like,
This is the battle. This is just...
Yeah, I shouldn't have given you the opportunity, really. I should have just come in, started swiping. But these are the lessons we learn. So another one, one of the small ones comes and it lands near you, but it's not quite spotted you just yet. Right, 3 of you left. Tom.
yes.
As previously stated, you've got a 28, didn't you, on hiding?
Yes? Yes. I think I wrote that down, yeah.
The Periton skeleton, that's fun to say, is looking for you. Doesn't quite spot where you are, but is nearby. 2 left. Talia, where's Zinmora?
Underneath the lip of the spire, like ready to roll out into the center, but kind of if they've been coming from above, they've kind of hidden under the spire, slightly underneath while they've had.
Okay. Let's see if are you hiding or just kind of clinging to the edge?
Hiding?
You can have your stealth roll.
She's not skulking. She doesn't skulk.
Don't skulk.
24.
The hell. Yeah, no, not spotting you either. The
That's on a line. 26.
Oh. Don't lie, Talia. Not in front of a bird skeleton.
The pterodactyl-looking one is doing a bit of a sweep of the building, is flying around the edge, and has not caught sight of you. And that leaves one of us left. Josh, go and have your stealth roll.
Before that, because I didn't want to interrupt you, as we're all just before we all get ready to get into position, I'm just going to sort of breathe in a few times and then breathe out through my nostrils and my mouth, and all of this smoke just pours out and sort of encompasses all of us. I'm going to use my hidden dragon feature, which is another name for pass without trace. So everybody's rolls could add plus 10 to all of that.
38! I defy the gods to see me.
And then the roof Does it overextend the building at all?
Yes, it does a bit. Yeah.
I'm going to climb, because I've got a climbing speed. I'm going to climb and hide under that lip bit and then roll stealth.
Please roll me your stealth.
You're the heroes.
You'll be pleased to know that I rolled below a 10. But I got a 26 in total. I rolled a 6.
That's very annoying because I rolled 24. You're the closest that I almost spotted.
Sean, have the wizards left? The ones who were like,
That's
no!
the thing, you have left.
Quick, get in the fog wizards!
The wizards didn't... Are we talking about the Fey wizards? They didn't come with us.
No, the wizards who, like, direct the traffic.
Oh.
If they're in the fog, they all also have a +10.
Yeah.
They're just ducking and rolling down towards the fire escape.
Right. There were 2 foot people who were there for directing anyone who landed on the roof with their chariots and so on. One of them, even with the +10, has only gotten a 19.
Oh no.
Can that one be the one that's just stood in the middle of the room, in the middle of the area with popcorn trying to hide, but just eating it, Drac style?
Sure.
If he's got no self-worth to save himself, it's not our fault.
The other one got a 25. So one of them has been spotted by the one that was looking for Jakarth. This one flies, but looks like it's got much more powerful legs than the others. And spotting the one stood in the middle will land and take a run. I will say, let's roll.
Stephen, no.
No, Stephen.
No, Stephen.
Jakarth
No.
and Hera, it will run past you on its way to get to the other wizard. It's up to you. Do you take the opportunity attack?
I'm proper like on the side of the building up where the roof is, so even if I can't even get over to sweep at it.
It kind of swoops upwards. So it'll come within your range, even where you are.
No, I won't take the attack of opportunity. It will reveal my position.
I will as well, actually. I want to help him.
You will take the opportunity.
Can I use a cantrip to do that?
Do you have what is it? Warcaster?
No.
Do you have a knife?
Yes.
Do I
you
have
have-
a kniff?
You have a pair of secateurs that you can just...
You have a pair of secateurs.
I do have a dagger.
Just
No.
double checking.
Yeah, you stab with the secateurs and you just hear, not like that, dearie. That's not what they're for.
Need to prune the bad guys.
Just doing the toenails.
Makes me think of Hot Fuzz.
What would you like to do? So as far as I can tell, it's not going to give you any other ability, so it would have to be a dagger.
Not even a crossbow? I like crossbow. A
I
crossbow?
think you can use a crossbow, can't you?
Cool.
I
Yes,
think
I
you need
have a crossbow.
crossbow expert. I think you need for
You
crossbows.
do it. You need to do it close. You get.
Ah.
I've got because I've got
Yes.
crossbow
Would be
expert,
disadvantage.
so.
Okay. Then I shall dagger.
Or just punch them. Just
Punch the bird.
No.
Punch the bone bird.
Bone bird.
roll your
Dagger
attack.
the bone bird. And its foot. Ooh, 23.
That is going to hit.
Yeah. I go for its
Roll
foot. Boop. It's a 4.
4. 4 fewer hit points than it had.
Yeah.
but you have revealed yourself, so
Yeah.
it is going to attack you instead of the. The
Run, Stephen, run!
Stephen, stop it! It's delicious, Stephen.
The first one is only a 17 to hit. Does it hit?
No.
That was it swiping in with a beak.
Ah!
But then it tries to swipe at you with a talon. That one's not going to hit you with a maths 12.
Bad bird. Bad bird.
24.
Oh, yeah, that hits me.
Yeah,
no, really bad bird.
Swipes with one leg, and then you're not really expecting the one with the dagger to raise up and clock you as well.
Ow!
Right. Oof. Okay.
Oh, not an oof. Don't like oofs.
Yeah, oof. You take 8 points of slashing and 8 points of necrotic. Oh, sorry. 13 points of slashing. I better write that down. I'm going to be rolling this a lot.
8 and 8?
8, 8, and another 5.
8, 8, 5. Okay. Trying to get my calculator.
But seeing as that was the only one that spotted someone, that is going to be me passing over my turn until you all crafty lot come out of hiding.
Never.
Speaking of which, Arcana, you're up next.
Sweet. Even though I've got my gun balanced and leveled, I'm actually going to do something not gun related, in that I'm going to take out a vacuum-packed Barbara, take her out the packaging, let her inflate, and get her ready as a force ballista. Just kind of waddle forward on my bonus action, go wah wah wah, as she takes an aim at whoever, like the bone bird that's nearby, I guess.
That was the giant one for you.
Right. Okay. So that is maths. What is 16 plus 13?
29.
29 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
Sweet.
Please roll me down.
Okay.
I did love this was when we were like, do you have anything to declare? We're like, well, we've got this sealed packed ballista. And they're like, oh, that's fine.
So that is... No, it's not. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 force damage, and it's pushed 5 feet away, and Barbara is very happy.
Yes, so you blast this gargantuan skeletal bird, and it is shunted back 5 foot. Its claws just raking through the tiles as it does. Perfect. Anything else on your turn?
That's action and bonus action, so I think I'm good.
All good there. Right. After Arcana, that would be Giacomo.
Amazing. Any of these birdlings within 10 feet of me?
Yes, the one that looks like a skeletal periton, so kind of more like a deer skeleton with wings, skeletal wings.
Hot. Also, because I'm hiding, do I have advantage for? Oh, so, do I have advantage from sneak attack or anyone within 5 feet?
I think because it is quite a large roof, you've all probably scattered a bit. But I would say that you have advantage from being hidden. Yeah.
Amazing. So a couple of things are going to happen. Giacomo loads up his crossbow, and as he's firing, sort of like a force from he's in the shadows, and then we watch as something just pulls itself out of him, stands up, a shadow version of him. He's like, just very politely reaches over, pulls a dagger out, kind of just it. Giacomo's not wearing the top hat. This thing is just sort of tips the top hat with the knife and jumps on this creature. Folks, this is my dark gift. I have a shadow friend. So I also now
can... 5 episodes.
it's taken 5 episodes, and Giacomo turning into a ghost, and then this thing being like, "Hey, I'm back," and like, "I don't know what you are." It's like, "Talk about it later." So yes,
I didn't know you'd gone.
been here the entire time. I'm a bit French now, mais oui. Okay, so I'm going to roll. So Shadow Giacomo does a 25 hit.
25 hits for Shadowmo.
Shadowmo. I was literally about to say we need a good nickname, and we got it within the first minute. Okay, so Shadowmo does 5 points of piercing with the dagger. Giacomo, or Giacomo, just like normal Mo, that's not a thing, does a... Oh, now this is fascinating. Does a 15 hit.
15?
Mm.
Just hits. 15 is its AC.
Oh, wow. Sure, I was so ready just to be like, Giacomo's like, what? Click. So we start with 7 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we do the sneaky attack for 31 points. And then, as there is just the cry of undead souls, which then Shadow Giacomo starts also going, ah. Giacomo's like, I used to be an animal trainer. I had a nice normal life. For, this might not be the best, but 15 points of necrotic damage on this beastie. Yes. Yes.
Necrotic.
Yes.
It's fine.
It just doesn't.
Points.
It just doesn't. Yeah.
Hmm?
Does it take? Does
Yep,
it take the necrotic?
it does. Yep.
Oh.
It looks to do as much damage as one thought it would.
Oh, beautiful.
It does have immunities, but it is not necrotic.
I am pretty darn happy with that. That seems to have been a productive. And then Shadow Giacomo just like again just waves. He's like, "Oh, that's gonna be a later problem." And I just sort of lean back into the shadows, re-notch a bolt, and be like, "All right." Because that was my bonus action. That doesn't mean I get to hide again. But I'm also like, there's past valid trace. Hopefully, this thing probably knows where I am. And yeah, that's action, bonus action. Still have my reaction in case this thing comes for me.
Okay.
Handing it over.
Following Giacomo is Zinmora.
Are there any of them that might be relatively close together to each other?
Roll me a d6 and halve it.
Ooh.
2.5.
I believe we always roll round up. Yeah, always round up. So, yeah, there's... because you all kind of spread out and a lot of you were hiding in like crenellations and like off the roof and such like that, it kind of forced them to be a little bit more central. So the one that looks like it's more at home running, the Periton, and the Gargantuan one, just because it's hard for it to not be caught in any kind of spheres. Those three are all within a decent range if you wanted to do some sort of nasty.
Yes. Second question, are any of them climbable?
Well, they're all huge, so it's 2 sizes above you. I would say that you could climb any of them.
Cool. I would like to throw myself in the middle of them and climb one.
It's your choice. So the Periton is currently being stabbed by a Shadow Giacomo. The Axebeak has been stabbed by a not Shadow Hera. And the giant great one was recently blasted by a cannon. So it's your choice which you think would be the
I'll go for the one that's the shadow mode, because that might help with future advantages. Because if I'm within 5 feet, because I'm right there. So I want to go, climb, and then, but on an edge where I have access to all of them, and then 5th level Spirit Guardians.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, I think because the Peryton is also the most steed-like of all of these birds, so probably find a decent bone to sit on. Great. Roll me your. No, it's not. Is it a?
You
It's
roll
a save.
me.
It's gonna be a save, isn't it? I will roll you some stuff. What do you need?
Shh. I can read. Wisdom saving throw. I know I have used this spell so many times and I can't read it.
Right. Let me.
Yeah, wisdom
do
saving
some
throw.
saves. Right. Big and first. That is a 10.
No.
Then the Peryton. 16.
No.
And I might as well tell you, Axe Speak. 1.
Well,
Plus some
Yay.
plus some modifiers, but that one is a fail. So it's a fail.
Fantastic.
What do you do?
So when they enter for the first time or are forced to enter because it's happening on top of them, they get 5d8 because that's the spell. Radiant damage, and then they'll continue taking it every time that they are in my circle. So I can do math. That is 10, 18, 24, 31 points of radiant damage.
31. Okay.
Lord Moira! Lord Moira!
the legends were true.
Just do some quick maths here.
Swirling blades of Kelemvor.
Lovely. Yep. They all look like they're like the bones are all taking little nicks and scratches are being hewn out of them. Remind us what your spirit guardians look like.
They are the faces of friends and allies close to me. So as Arcana together looking on, they see themselves. Little Barbara running around. There's a Billy going around there now, and attached to that, and the people from. There's a doctor. Durrani is also in there, which is going to also be a little bit awkward.
Durrani does like the finger points to kind of like, oh, yeah, I see.
And my family.
Yeah.
But they are all people very close to me. I have somehow taken this character and made her cringe.
I think that Barbara doesn't have the sense of self to not know that that's not another actual penguin. So Barbara is just kind of like, another me! I have been alone for so long!
Finally.
Barbara makes
Finally, a friend!
Come to me, my sibling! Barbara, no!
Towards the end of Barbara.
There's a couple of shadowy figures on the corner that look like they could turn into someone.
If we play our cards right...
If you play your cards right, and I know you a little bit more.
I pop my head out. I'm like, oh, that's devilishly handsome person. Hang on, wait, that's not another version of me, is it? And then I hide again.
You just hear Jack in your voice going, we're very handsome, my friend.
And while I'm gripping onto the steed with my thighs, I am just pulling off my gloves and yelling at the wizards to get the fuck away and just move. Just move.
Move, Stephen.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Following Zimoira is Hera.
Okay. So if I move, I'm going to get an attack of opportunity against this bird.
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of that one. So I'm going to cast my Crown of Stars, but with the little plants that comes up instead of little stars, little flowers pop up, and I'm gonna shoot the one that hurt me.
Reasonable.
Up you. Oh, it's a
Uh,
20. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
20 will hits. Yeah.
Boom.
Roll me your damage.
And one of my 7 little pew from a flower.
Remind me what kind of damage this is.
Flower.
Flower damage, yeah.
Flower, yeah. Radiant damage.
Radiant.
It's
All good.
29 flowery radiant damage.
Flower power.
Yeah.
Like blueberry, but better.
Nice.
That's my I cast it, so it's probably that's my regular action.
Okay.
I can't really hide, can I?
No.
Ah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's more of a Giacomo thing.
yeah. Can't really.
There is fog, so you could just sort of lie down in the fog and hope it doesn't notice you. But
Yeah. Just, do. No, my
You have, yeah.
my little flower polleny things are kind of glowy, so it'll be very difficult.
Cool. That's everything on your turn, correct?
I also shout, "Run, Stephen! Just run!"
Stephen kind of, oh, and we'll start kind of. What's the exit?
Stephen!
You work here, Stephen.
Starts trying to waft the smog away.
Hide in the smog,
Cough on
then,
the
Stephen!
I left my book on the roof. Stephen, you can get another book.
I will pay your library loans.
Jakarta's up next.
Oh, me? Oh,
Well,
Stephen. After Stephen, I
Yes.
shall very much. I'm going to stay hidden, sort of pull myself in a bit closer into the roof so I can't be seen.
Mhm.
And I am going to start vibrating as I cast haste on myself. So I shall cast haste, and
I
then
would say vibrating is what you want to do on the 2nd to 4th floors of this building, not the roof.
Very affordable.
That's also the place that you want to find a massive bone to sit on as well.
I was just going to ride on past that one.
and I'm just going to end my turn there, going right. Got to do this. Got to do this. We're going to do this now, and then that's my turn.
Okay, cool, nice and quick on the turn. We go back to the top of the round, and we have several people that are visible to hit now. I think it's fair to say, because you did cast the Pass Without Trace, I will still roll some perceptions, but I'm only going to give you the 10. So if they roll beneath a 10, you're fine. But no passive stealths here, because you aren't actively trying to hide. You are in the combat.
Pass
will
Without
point
Trace
out-
is technically gone now because it's concentration, and haste is also concentration.
I will point
Okay.
out that Barbara is not hiding.
So there's also Barbara to pick on.
That's even worse for
Stephen's kind of
Stephen.
there. Stephen's kind of there wafting, and then suddenly it all disappears. Oh, well, that was probably a bad move.
Why did you do that, Stephen?
Grand. Let's roll some. I suppose I don't need to, because you're all out in the open. Okay. Gargantuan 1 was looking at Arcana, however, is being faced with a Barbara, because Arcana didn't technically come out of the hiding spot, I don't believe. So I'm gonna roll a little bit of an intelligence check, just see if it can work out that Barbara is the pawn and not the. No, it cannot. It's just going to attack Barbara. I rolled a 2.
That does not hit Barbara. Barbara's AC is higher than mine.
Oh, that was to work out whether Barbara was the brains or not.
Oh, right.
Also, Barbara has just found a friend. It's
Oh
really
no.
great.
Yeah.
It was a 2 on the dice, and I got a -4, so it was a -2 to work out. But it now thinks that that Barbara is the pigeon mafia boss of this whole operation. It's a big bird, but it's not bright. And it's just going to go in for the beak and 2 talon attacks.
Great. I believe in you, Barbara.
The beak attack is 17 to hit.
Does not hit Barbara.
Okay. The talon comes in for a crushing slash. Confusing as that is. That's also not going to hit. That's a 14. And that's a natural 1. So yeah, this big bird just trying to get this tiny little penguin is just, I think, forgetting that it no longer has skin and is kind of where once it would have just grazed Barbara, she just kind of straight between a couple of toes. Great, lovely to see me rolling normally. Okay, next up, Hera. Unfortunately, you do have 2 that are kind of pointing at you because you waylaid one. So the first is going to be the unidentified bird-like one initially.
Is it a pigeon?
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
17 does hit you. Okay.
Yes.
Please could you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
And I will roll some damage.
21.
You're fine. You feel your arms slightly stiffen up, but you shake it off. You do, however, take 12 points of piercing damage from the beak as it darts towards you. You've then got a couple of talon attacks coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
A 12's not going to hit you, though.
Nope. No.
Neither is. Another natural 1. I'm going to need that 1 counter on this game again, I swear. Okay. Now, the one that had been going for Giacomo now presumably has 2 options because it is being ridden by Zinmoira and also has Shadow Mo right there, correct?
Yeah. I mean, Shadow Mo is a shadow, so I mean, if it wants to attack the very personification of darkness itself, that's fine. But
does it say in the rules that it can be attacked, or is it more like it's too ethereal?
Without being like, it doesn't not say. I assume that it is ethereal. Yeah, I think because hey, for those watching, I can also cast Mage Hand using this, and it's like it's Mage Hand. There's nothing. It's not your actual shadow. It's not corporeal. I mean, if it wants to attack, and that's fine if it's stupid, but it's not actually going to do any damage.
This one is brighter than the other one, so it is not going to work it out. Sorry, is not going to attack the shadow, but I will see if I can attack Zinmoira on its back.
Physically, can it do that? Because it can't.
So the skeletal head just fully rotates. 23 to hit you.
Yes.
Okay.
I just love Zinmoira going, physically, you can't do that.
Wait. Before it starts its turn, shoot. Any of these skellies, the 3 skellies, have to roll me. That were in my vein, the 3 ones have to roll me wisdom saving throws again.
I will do that. Well, okay. The damage I rolled for you.
It did hit me, but it has to be at the beginning of their turns, and I forgot. Because I forgot.
That is all good. Well, hold the number 14 in your head. That is the amount of piercing damage that you're going to take from the beak of this peryton. But I will roll it first. Wisdom save, correct?
Yes, for the 3 that are in my vicinity.
16 for the peryton.
Oh.
So that will take some damage. 13 for the giant one.
No.
Natural 20 for a 23 for the last one.
Wait. Natural 20 for. Give me something. So I'm not wasting it on that. So yeah, that one.
That one's fine.
That was
Does it
fine.
take half?
It takes half. Yes.
Okay.
So 18, 22, 27 radiant damage.
Okay.
14 on me for piercing. Constitution. Saving, but with advantage.
Okay. Oh, hang on, that was halved. Halved 27. It's 13. Okay. It is still standing. So the attack, you will still take the attack, and that was the first of 3. So that was the
Okay.
13's not going to hit you.
Nope.
23 again, though.
Yes.
This is unfortunately the one that you wanted to avoid. That is 13 points of slashing as the claw comes down,
Okay.
and then additional necrotic to the tune of 12.
6. Resistant.
All good. Halve it to 6.
6 is 19. Sorry. Okay. Shoot,
Right.
half 19 is.
The pterodactyl-like one has been circling. I think fair to say, because Jakarth just cast a spell, did not actually emerge, is going to go for one of the 5, including Barbara, on the roof. So that is going to be... Oof. They're all picking on Hera. As the first to pop out, Hera has been the one to be spotted by them all first. And is going to do a flyby on you.
Rude.
You are also glowing most majestically.
Just
Only a little bit.
17.
Yes, that hits me.
That is the first one. 15 points of piercing. Talon as well comes in. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Sorry, reaction. Reaction, Sentinel at Death's Door, it is not a natural 20.
Thank you.
What does that do? I reroll?
It turns into a normal hit, but you don't get any effects triggered by a critical hit, so it's not double damage. You don't get any extra effects to that. It's just a normal hit.
Thank you.
Absolutely fine. That is 10 points of slashing and 15 points of necrotic. And one more attack. That one. I feel really bad because you're about to get the axe beak as well. That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
How's Hera looking?
Below 30.
Right.
Okay. The slashing's not as much, an 8, and the necrotic is also not particularly high, 8.
We're getting freaking close to single figures.
The pterodactyl continues its movement, flying around. There are no opportunity attacks on this particular one, which is why it's staying airborne. And then the other one, the long-legged one, is also going to go for you. Beak. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Yikes.
15 points of slashing.
Down.
Piercing. You're down.
I'm down.
Intelligence time.
Please don't hit our warlock, please.
It is too dumb to realise that it is better off, like, attacking you again while you're down. You're down and out as far as it's concerned. You're with them now. So
Yay!
going to move to someone else. And again, we've got Barbara, we've got Giacomo, we've got Zinmoira, and Arcana, technically. That is going to be... it's coming from the other side of Giacomo. It's going to run. It's particularly fast, as you see this one run around and sidles up next to Giacomo.
Giacomo does do the Jurassic Park, like, whoa! Like the animal trainer part of him is like, stop it. Whoa, careful. As it comes in for him, he's like, here we go again.
22.
That does hit.
That is 12 points of piercing.
I have my uncanny dodge, so
Okay.
let's... I think it's also fair that I just go, I'm using it now, rather than being like, if it's a 20, it's a 20. But yeah, so let's half this. So 6 points.
Yeah. Another attack on you. A 10 isn't going to hit you.
It does not.
And neither will a 12.
Okay, glad I used it. I like to think because I'm doing my uncanny dodge, it also ripples and I'm like dodging, and then just do like a little boop on the nose. Like, stop it.
Very kind of matrixy, just like you dodge the first one and you just keep going as the talons also claw for you. Right, well that is me out of Skelebubbles. You do also hear the sound of more wings coming towards you. It looks like just one creature, but just on the horizon, coming up. Up after the creatures, 'tis Arcana.
Cool. So what have we got on this battle plan? Can you paint me a picture of what's going on?
Yeah, of course. So you have one gigantic skeletal birdie that is kind of dominating the space more or less in the center of the roof. Nearby to that, you've got a periton skeletal deer with birdie wings that is currently being ridden by Zinmoira. And facing Giacomo, who you can also see is being attacked by... It's more like if you imagine maybe an ostrich, but an ostrich if it also had wings powerful enough to fly. So that's kind of the shape of that one. Yeah, attacking Giacomo. Meanwhile, stood over Hera, who you can see has gone down. There is one that looks a little bit more like a giant but evil skeletal chicken. That would be the cockatrice type one. More like a rooster, I guess, than a chicken, but it's still...
Chickens are incredibly evil by nature.
Exactly. And finally, there is one that is a little bit more dinosaurial, which is just flying around, taking pot shots at people as it swoops in.
How many would you say I could get in a 20-foot radius sphere, like 40 feet, without hitting friendos?
Without hitting friendos is going to be the difficult bit because...
I'm okay hitting a shadow.
Yeah. You can definitely get the gargantuan one in with whichever one you pick on. I think then it's going to be difficult because you kind of got... You could clip the periton without getting Zinmoira. You wouldn't be able to get the axe beak. I tell you what, roll me a d20 to see whether the cockatrice one is close enough to behind that.
I got a 17.
I think that 40-foot sphere is enough that you can catch the cockatrice one without also encompassing Hera on the floor.
Sweet. Looking at Hera, I'm like, should I do something? Then I kind of look up to Zinmoira and I'm like, I've partied with Zinmoira before in a non-party sense. I know that they can get them up. It should be fine. So I'm going to spin the barrel of my big fuck off gun and take aim for this point and cast a fireball.
Oh.
Can
Okay.
they all make me dex saves, please?
Dex saves.
Yes.
They can. They are.
Please
Cool.
tell me that Arcana's gun just has big fuck off gun written on the side.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
In pink sparkle writing.
The fuck is blocked out.
The Doomslayer wishes he had such a cool gun.
Mm-hmm.
Big fluffernickel gun.
Big fluffer
Sean!
gun.
Fluffer nickel gun, that is the
That's-
worst swear word in the entire RT universe.
That's what it says. My gun offends everybody.
Right. I've forgotten which ones I said. Right, the big, giant, gargantuan one. That one got 19.
That meets it.
It kind of beats.
Yay.
The next one got a 21.
That beats.
And finally, the Periton. I'm rolling well for a change, but that is an 18, which I believe is one below.
Yes. And if they fail, they still get half as much, so I'll still roll the same amount. So that is 8d6 plus a d8. So give me a minute, folks.
Folks, it's a recurring thing that when Evie starts counting
14,
on the stream, ever as well for anyone.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 points of fire damage or half as much on the succeeded saves, please.
Okie dokie. Right, 39 is enough that the rear end of this Periton is caught in the blaze, and it loses its cohesion and collapses out from under Zinmoira. That one is a dead. 39 halved will be 18 on the other two.
Mm-hmm.
The cockatrice one haven't taken any damage up to this point, so this is first blood. But that's that, and oh, why is it all the difficult numbers now?
Like 18.
Oh,
Sorry,
18 is back in play.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was a one episode deal. It's all good.
Okay.
Today I'm banning. No, I'm not going to. Rod for my own back. Sorry, I was just smiling there because you've managed to put two of them on the same amount of HP now.
It's very
Excellent.
tidy. I like it, yeah.
I like the neat. Cool. Yes, you have set several bone birds ablaze.
Excellent. Barbara's turn now. Is there one that looks like it could get pushed a little bit into maybe more death?
So the two that are looking the worst for wear are the axe beak one, the one with the powerful legs, and the huge great one, which is definitely starting to show signs of crumbling.
I think Barbara's going to go for the one that doesn't skip leg day.
Mhm.
Okay, so 18 plus 13 is 31?
31, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that will hit.
Sweet. Okay, and what does she do again? I actually did the calculation of her damage wrong last time. It's actually 3d8.
Oh, Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
What are you like?
There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of force damage, please.
Nice.
Go on, Bob.
We love Barbara.
Great, yeah. And unbalanced everything again, but hey ho.
Yeah.
Them's the breaks.
Evie.
She's going to do a cute little victory dance upon hitting. It has no mechanical purpose, she just does a happy wiggle.
And then looks at the Spirit Guardian and going, did they see? Did they see my little dance?
Adorable. Yeah, so you're going to go and find a pebble.
Oh.
If that's everything on your turn,
Yep, that is.
That would be Giacomo.
Nito burritos. Okay, so axe beak still in front of me. Long leg chap, right?
Yep, still there. Got a little bit blasted by a Barbara cannon, but
Bum. I'm wondering if I might. I'm having a look at how my shadow works, which is one of those ancient questions that's evaded philosophers for many years. Shadow strike, yes, to the melee. I'm going to use my shadow strike again. I think I'm going to have a look at. Is there anyone within fight? Basically, I want to do my sneak attack on. Yes, I'm probably do it on the rock. You know, considering Zen Moira's. So it's that sort of thing, like Giacomo's aiming the crossbow as like the shadow version of him, like emerges from the ground behind to sort of stab down into the one that is currently trying to kill him. So we'll start. So Shadow Mo 26 to hit.
that will hit. This is on the leg day one, yeah?
Leg day, yeah. 8 points of piercing.
Nice.
Stabs in and then is like, goodbye, my friend, and disappears back into the shadows. He's like, oh, great. As click boom, the 19 to hit the rock.
The giant one.
The giant one.
Yes, that does hit.
So that is... We begin with 7 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sneak that attack for 21 points. And then, as the grave wails, now weirdly also joining in with the one that just got evaporated, whatever that ghostly bird noise sounds like, for, on the rock, 16 points of necrotic.
Sorry, say that again.
With wails from the grave, 16 points of necrotic at the end.
16. Oof. It's doing a lot of that in my head, and I do not have a lot left.
Ooh, beautiful.
Still standing, but significantly more crumbly.
And then I think Giacomo's like, great, and then looks at this sort of like legged one and is like, all right, me and you, come on. Bring it. Yeah, so that is action, bonus action, got my reaction back, and yeah, handing it over.
So, following on from Giacomo, Zin Moira.
Question to Hera, which I should probably know this after knowing Giacomo as well, but does the Spare the Dying ruin your abilities to bring yourself up?
Interesting.
I have an ability. I had it there. Hold on a second. I did have it here. Hold on.
I also like to think in world, this is like Ghost Hera, like just standing over her own body going, let me think.
I have something called Defy Death, which is if I succeed on a death saving throw, I go up 1d8 point plus 2 HP. So I can get myself up quite nicely.
No, but that means Spare the Dying would stop you making death saving throws, so I need to allow you to do that.
Well, yeah.
That's fair. I know. Zimora knows how Reborn works. Will allow you one chance to try and do this by yourself.
Thank you.
So we'll go and deal with
It'll be
the
badass.
ones. Yeah, next week. Remind me which of I can't remember any details other than the Periton. So which of the two that I'm already Spirit Guardiansing? Which two are those?
Oh,
That's a question. Not a statement. Sorry.
The axe beak, which is facing off against Giacomo. The giant big bird that is looming over you all and doing very little. And then it was the Periton that you had been sat on.
The axe beak
If
looks
you
like it's...
did go on.
Sorry.
The big bird looks worse. The axe beak, another hefty hit and it'll go down.
Okay.
Good to know.
And if I move, can I get the cockatrice in my sphere now as well?
I think it's. I think that they're still a little bit too far out, but you could shift it so that instead of the axe beak, it was getting the cockatrice.
Okay, so I am going to try and see if I can attack the axe beak then, because if I can get it down, I could move, and I can get the other two. So
these are all things.
Yeah, I know there's an awful lot of things. I am just. So I should just use my spell slots. I don't care. I'm going to just put my hands on it to cast Inflict Wounds.
Nice.
For that.
What level?
Level 2.
Cool. Is that an attack for you, or is it safe for me?
Don't ask me things. What am I doing? That is a roll for me to attack it.
Okay, please do.
I know what I'm doing. I know this character super well.
We never doubt
so well. That's a natural 20 for a 30.
Okay, roll W damage dice.
Oh, super. That is 8d10. Then. Do I have enough d10?
Wow, we wah.
Do I have enough HP?
1.
Oh, wow, we were.
I can't read. 2, 3, 4.
I might just draw the little skull icon out now. Just
9, 18, 28. Roll again. Damage that. 28, 38, 41, 46 points of necrotic damage.
yeah, you grip. Yeah, you grip this thing, and you watch as the bones just disintegrate under your grasp.
It is the ungloved hand, and I am just going to melt it underneath me.
Yeah, it turns into fine chalky dust.
And then I'm just going to move and get the cockatrice under my wing, which is now coming for the first time, so that needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's a 19.
Okay, that's half damage then. That's not as good this time. Okay, only 6 points of radiant damage. I didn't roll as well this time.
Did you already halve it?
I already halved it, yeah.
I will not halve it again. It's all good. All helps.
Wait, can I not count? 10, 13, 15. 7 points of radiant damage. I can count. Every little helps.
It does. At some point, I'll tell you what number you changed it from, a pleasing number to a number that's pleasing in a different way. Right. Anything else?
I'll let you finish, but I'm going to use my reaction to get my trinket. So as Big Bird disapparates, it now does look like Big Bird, and Chakra's like, well, that's copyright infringement right there. As Go Chakra's like, yeah, what are you going to do?
This was leg day, not Big Bird. If you're waiting for Big Bird, probably the next time it gets caught in this.
Which is why it's extra weird. Like, just like, why am I getting Sesame Street characters? But yes, no, sorry. I just thought I'd say that. Talia, if you got anything.
No, I am action, movement, bonus action. Eventually I should try and heal myself, but I don't care right now.
Okay. Well, that sounds like your turn is up. Hera, please can I have a death saving throw with advantage because of your reborn nature, I believe.
Ray. I got a natural 20.
Praise the mother.
Praise the mama.
I believe that means that you are just up. Or does it count with 2 successes?
I thought it was
up
2
on 1 hit point.
successes.
Just up on 1
20
hit.
means you're up on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
lovely.
go.
Boom.
Unfortunately, that did still take your turn, but you were felled by this awful creature, and then just sit back up.
I also get 1d8 plus 2 for my deferred death.
Oh,
Please do that as well.
it's very funny for us because it looks like Hero just fell over, like tripped, and then got up again. It's like, fine.
Oh.
We were
So yeah.
talking in a little pause about you having a limb fall off as well, which probably just for the hilarity you can do. Restitches.
Okay, I've got 4 hit points. Yay!
Yay!
Better than 3.
Huzzah!
I'm just saying I could have given you 64 in one go, but
I know, but you do your awesome things.
hey, I think it's very cool. That's a really cool feature, and I think it's amazing. Well done, you.
Now go put your arm back on.
Right, well that is your turn. Jakarth.
I'm gonna climb up onto the roof of everybody else now, still sort of vibrating. Are there any of the 3 remaining creatures within 15 feet of me?
So the huge one is too big to be not within 15 feet of anyone. So that one certainly. I think we determined that you were near to Hera before.
Yeah.
Because you both had the opportunity on the axe beak, which means that you would be right next to the cockatrice.
No, right, awesome. So I'm going to make sure that I'm not within 5 feet of the cockatrice when I climb up, because I don't like being in close range with things. But seeing Hera on the floor sort of go, I'm going to be not very happy about that, and my body just sort of like almost engulfs itself with fire. I'm going to look over at Shadowmo and go, neat trick. Can I borrow it? And I'm just going to pull my hand into this like flamey core in my chest, and I'm going to pull out a greatsword. And as I fling the greatsword down, my body splits in 2, and there is Jakarth stood there, and there's a flame version of Jakarth stood there with a greatsword in his hand, and that version disappears and reappears on the top of the rock. And I'm going to teleport 10 feet into the air and fire an arrow down on the cockatrice using sharpshooter, which is a +8 to hit.
Cool.
That is a 19 plus 8, so that's a 27 to hit.
27 hits. This is cockatrice, correct?
This is against cockatrice, yeah. So this is 1d8. Sorry, should have got my attack dice ready. I'm going to use favoured foe on it, so that's going to add a d6. Sure, that's going to be 2 plus 4, which is 6 plus 17, so that's 23 points of piercing damage.
Yep, that's some damage. It's out of triple fidgets.
What's that? Hang on a minute.
That's what Jakarth's doing.
Yeah.
Triple digits as well.
It's just fidgeting. And then as that arrow hits, I teleport another 10 feet, not higher in the air, but sort of more to the left. And I'm going to fire an arrow at the dinosaur-looking one, because I can't say its name.
The pterodactyl, or pterodactyl. I can't remember what I wrote now. Pteranodon.
Pteranodon, yeah. So I'm going to fire an arrow at that
Okay.
with sharpshooter. So that'd be a 24 to hit. Rolled a 16.
What is the range on your bow?
120 feet, because I've got sharpshooter, I've got the max 600-foot range.
Then absolutely fine. Yeah, it's just kind of circling, so yeah, you're just like, pew.
That's going to be 22 points of piercing damage.
22.
Yes. With my distant strike feature, because I've attacked 2 different targets, I can attack a third target as part of my attack action. So I'm going to shoot an arrow at the rock. Because if you smell what the rock is cooking. But I don't think that's going to hit, because that was a 10.
10 will
He's
hit.
desperately looking for the boot card. There we go.
Oh,
10 won't hit.
You missed because of bad punnery.
You can't take aim at the people's champion.
With that being my attack action, I'm going to use Unleash Incarnation, which means that Jack is going to attack the rock because he's now stood next to it. So he's got a great sword in hand, but it's long sword. It's a short sword stats because it's whatever I've got on me. But thematically, it's a great sword.
I'm just using what you give me.
Yeah, basically. 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
It's not quite enough to fell it just yet.
I will then use my action surge. And I will go through the cycle again. I'll start with the cockatrice, sharpshooter. That's only an 11 to hit, so I don't think I'll hit that.
No, cockatrice, no.
The dinosaur-looking one is going to be a 25 to hit.
Hits.
That's a D8 for my arrow. That is 23 points of piercing damage. And then I'll go for the cockatrice again with my distant strike, which is going to be a 23 to hit. These are all sharpshooter. That is another 23 points of piercing damage. I'm teleporting around. I'm nightcrawlering around everywhere while I'm doing this.
Sweet.
Then I'll use Unleash Carnation again. So Jack will get an attack on the rock. Which will be a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
And will be another 9 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, that's enough.
To kill the rock?
It does. It collapses around you. There is shards of bone and crumbling. Not enough to hurt anyone, but it crumbles away and litters the roof with a fine mist of bone shards.
Nice. Then I'll use my hasted action to attack the cockatrice.
Yeah, I was counting that. I was like, you've got haste. You haven't even done that yet. Okay.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
The cockatrice was my favoured foe, so I will roll the d6 on this one. So I didn't do it on the last attack I did. It's 8 plus 6, which is 14, plus 17, so that's 31 damage.
31.
Piercing damage, all magical.
All good.
And if Jack can get within range to strike something else, he will hit whatever's closest with Unleashed Carnation. This is using all my stuff.
Yeah. I think if Jack had gone just kind of directly up onto the gargantuan beast, then as it crumbles, he could drop down onto the cockatrice.
Yeah, I'll get him to do that then. He sort of slam, goes to stab the sword into him. 4 and 18, 28 to hit.
Hits.
That's weird because I've rolled 16, 17, 18 with him. And then that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing damage. Okay, it's still standing, but significantly lower than it had been.
Awesome. Right. I think that's enough for my turn. That's it.
Okay.
I've been teleporting around each time I attack, so I'm back in the position that I was in, hanging off of the roof.
It's like you never went.
It's like I just, and then it's like, oh, I'm not there, but there is a flame version of me.
We also have to remember it's in the Rock's contract that he can never lose a fight. So he's not defeated, he's just left. He's gone elsewhere. He's fine.
So, the cockatrice has not spotted that Hera is sitting up again.
Make a wisdom saving throw at the start of its turn, please.
That will be
Yay.
19.
That would be half damage, so 8, 13, 16,
We're going to come down to the dice.
to 11 points of radiant damage.
Already halved.
Yeah, 11 is already halved.
Is not quite enough. I will spoiler it a little bit and say that had it failed, that was exactly what it would have had left. So that was a very necessary pass, as it scratches its claws on the roof and will begin to charge towards Zinmoira. So does an 11 hit?
No.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
That is 15 points of slashing plus 13 points of necrotic.
Okay. Wait, no. What's half of 13?
6. And the final attack is 9. No. Maths, 11. And therefore a miss.
11. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it's not going to hit you.
Fantastic, because I'm not doing well in health. Okay, that's good for the Constitution saving throw. That is also amazing. Fantastic.
Okay, I'm now going to just check which of you gets spotted by the Pteranodon. It's also Zinmoira.
Fine.
Sweeps in. I'm sorry.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw as it swoops in to attack me?
Yes, of course it can. Right, well, that would be a natural 1.
Oh, shit.
Fantastic. Okay. 25 radiant damage.
Okay. So first attack is 24. No,
That hits.
higher than that.
Maybe I don't know if I'm surviving this round.
I'm not taking any damage yet. Neither has Barbara.
I'm rolling to spot you. That is 18 points of piercing, because this is the beak.
Okay.
First talon attack. That is an 18 to hit you.
Misses.
Okay.
My AC is 19.
Nice. The next one is going to hit you then. That is a 24.
Fine.
Almost. 13 points of slashing,
Okay.
and then it's just the necrotic. 11. Halves to 5 because of your resistance.
Fantastic. I'm still alive. Can we leave something alive for me to drain its life force from, please? Because I am not doing well.
You say in world as well, like, okay.
No, okay, I am literally about to
Yeah.
die. Can
Yeah,
we
no.
leave something for me to kill?
Can we drain the dead? Or
I
can we drain
can
the
just heal you.
No. I mean, if the priest wants us to leave these things alive, then
I can heal you.
I
It's
will
okay.
also. I will take whatever, but I am not doing good. I can heal myself, I guess.
so turn the knife around to like use the hilt to like knock it out.
The Pteranodon will continue on its way. It doesn't take opportunity attacks. So it just swoops in and back out again. Hokey cokey. That is my remaining 2 creatures. So back to Arcana. After their turn, you do spot just in the distance. There is a rider sat astride a beast. It looks a bit more Drake, like Wyvern-like. This, but a kind of necromantic mockery of it. The rider on top of it is dressed in heavily draped red robes. The hood, too shadowy to see the face, is currently just hovering about 200 foot away, just kind of observing.
200 foot is an annoying distance. It's a very annoying distance.
It's not annoying for Jakarth, but it's annoying enough. Yeah, it's just kind of hovering there. But it's your turn now.
Cool. Oh, if only I can't get any closer. I think I'm at the lip of the building, aren't I? Somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you did say that you would be kind of on the edge.
Okay. I can't just sniper the rider, unfortunately, unless. Nope. 150 is my limit. Okay. So who have we got on the actual roof now? Who's left after Anaya? This has been the most chaotic 12 seconds of my life.
Currently on the roof is the cockatrice, and then the only one left is the pteranodon that's doing kind of swooping, strafing runs.
Okay. And how are they looking?
Both of them are under half. The cockatrice is the one that looks the most aggravated, but is also currently toe-to-toe with Moira.
Honestly, Zimora's probably got this, so I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast at the other one.
Okay, please roll me your Eldritch Blast. Is it 3 beams at this level?
3, yeah. 31. To hit.
31 will hit, yes.
Sweet. Okay, so that is 3d10 plus a d8. So give me 1 second, please. Oh, okay. So, oh wow. I rolled 2 10s on those dice, and a 6. That makes that 26 plus the d8, which was an 8. 26, 27, 28,
34.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 points of force damage, please.
Blimey, and that was only 1 bolt.
No, that was all of them.
That was all of them. Oh.
That was all of them. Oh god, can you imagine if it was 3d10 for 1 bolt? Oh.
So with Eldritch Blast, it's not that the damage increases; it's that you get more tries at it. So
it's free attacks, yeah.
Yeah, roll me your other 2, see if you get them all.
Okay, the other one is 13 plus 11.
Yeah, hits 24.
And 14 plus 11.
Also hits.
It's all good.
25.
The only question is, do you get that
okay.
D8? Do you get that D8 on the additional 2 attacks, or is it just on 1 attack?
It's just on 1 attack per turn.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is that then?
What was the extra D8 for? Like
that is, looking down my sheet, it is Arcane Firearm. It's just my gun being awesome.
BFG.
It's still in the air, but it is looking significantly worse off.
Barbara's gonna do her thing.
Whack.
Nice.
For a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Excellent. Okay, and that's 3d8. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. More points of force damage from Barbs.
Nice. Again, still in the air, but another glancing shot will take it out.
Okay. Nearly there.
Anything else on your turn?
I think that was everything.
Okay, Giacomo.
Okay. also have the same. I always feel like I'm forming the same pose as Arcana, being like, I can't snipe that guy. Let's just like puts a hand there, like, too far. Let's. So Cockatrice, who is next to Zemoira, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to let Shadowmo do this. I'm going to attempt to do this non-lethally, so the priest can just drain the life force of this horrible chicken. We begin with, as the dagger comes down for, with a nat 20 for 29.
Just kill it.
No!
Just kill it. It makes everything easy.
I want you to live. So yeah, that's 10 points.
20 minutes, yeah.
29, so yeah. So critting with that is 10 points of piercing.
And in total,
I got a 3, and a 4. So
Just
it's still standing.
okay. Well, sneak attack on 1. Just wow. Okay, it's a waste, but then we do 24 points of sneak attack non-lethally.
kill it. Kill it.
It's no. I want you to eat.
I can do something else. It's perfectly
Fine. It's not. It's lethal sneak attack as the shadow just cuts the sphinx and it's just holding it as it powders away.
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining like Shadowmo there with the dagger, just kind of looking up at Zinmoira, just kind of whittling the knife around, and then when Zinmoira's like, just kill it.
Weirdly stabs it in the back in a repercussion of what made Giacomo, and actual Giacomo's like, very, very rude. So that happens. Wails from the grave also happens. 15 necrotic damage to the one that is flying.
Is there a range on that?
That is an excellent question.
So
Is
because
it
it's flying in
30
and out.
feet?
Sorry, how much?
Within 30 feet of the...
So its flying speed is that's the wrong one. Is 90 foot.
That's
So it's kind of going in and out like 45 foot and then 45 foot again.
That's fair. So that's technically the bonus action. So is it to, as we pan over to the real boy Giacomo, how far? That's also, would you say, with 90 feet distance from him?
Sorry, it's not the full thing. That's like so it's 45 foot.
45 foot.
So it's in, back out
So
again.
I have a range of 30 on the crossbow. I think I'm going to try with disadvantage, just to, having used, because I couldn't use sneak attack on that one. But so with disadvantage, it is. I mean, with disadvantage, it's still a 25.
25 hits. Roll me damage.
It's 7 points of piercing, but
Still in the air.
just clip it. Cool. So that again. So I don't wails from the grave, but I do sneak attack. So that's an action, bonus action. Still got my reaction.
Okay.
Every time you say whales from the grave, I imagine like little ghost whales going.
When I had this as silver, I was like, this is gonna be such a cool thing, and every time it was like, no, they're whales.
Animal trainer Giacomo probably has met some whales, and they're just like, hey, we came to help you because you helped us with that garbage that one time. And he's like, you died? And I'm like, yeah, we're really old. We just sink eventually and just live on the bottom of the ocean and just people live in us. And Giacomo's like, a lot of information. We're in a battle right now.
Yeah. Zimora, you're up next. And there is a solo pteranodon flying around.
I don't suppose I could jump on the Pteranodon if it's very low.
Cool. Got them.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have to do jumping rules. It's 45 foot away, so it's off the edge. You would have to kind of do a running jump onto it.
Oh god, Moira.
I believe in you. Do it for the vine.
I will. This seems to be a thing that I just do.
Is this the beginning of Fall Guys, where they jump off the bit? Oh god.
So, jump rules. It's saying strength. Up to your strength score feet if you move at least 10 foot on foot. You can easily move the 10 foot on foot, that's fine. So what's your strength score? 1.
Well, yeah, I've got a +1 in strength. I'm not very strong.
You jump to foot.
I'm very dexy.
Cartwheel.
Yeah, I'm more interested in you getting this. I'm going to give you a roll. I'm going to give you acrobatics if you're more dexy.
I've got a +8 in acrobatics.
I'm also going to point out we're on a floating moat. You're not just going to hit the ground, you're going to plummet all the way past.
I trust Arcana and Arcana's gun.
I can feather fall or vortex warp you. I can't. Vortex warp is not a reaction, but I can feather fall you if I need to.
Just trying to snipe Featherfall, like.
So if you can beat its AC with an acrobatics roll, I will let you have it.
Okay, what am I aiming for? Hello, guys. This is the end of Sinmoira. No, Princess, don't lie on my computer. I don't need to do this.
Someone's going to have to tell Amaryllis.
What'd you roll?
To roll for.
Sorry?
So, what am I rolling to beat?
I'm not telling you that.
Ooh.
You're rolling acrobatics, which is, you've already said a good stat.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Praise Kalemvor!
You only need a 15.
Praise the cat. Also Kalemvor.
What, nine tails? He's like, yes, I've been here the entire time. Praise me. Wow.
Oh, Ninetails slipped out with the patrons.
Yeah, of course he did.
Don't meow at me. You're on my keyboard.
Wow.
Okay, you are now on the back of a Pteranodon.
Can the Pteranodon make a wisdom saving throw for me?
It can indeed. I am concerned as to what's going to happen once you kill it. But wisdom save, you said, yeah?
Yes.
17.
Fails.
Did the Spirit Guardians make the jump? They're just like, wait, it's too far.
22.
They stopped on the edge, and no.
Yeah.
24 points of radiant damage.
You have anything to steer it into ground so you don't fall?
It's just me. This isn't even my action. This is just me being the world's problem.
That is enough to kill it.
Aww.
Bye, Zen Moira.
I didn't even get to go and steal its life points.
Sorry. I mean, you could wink Spirit Guardians out so that you do get to land on it if you want. That is a thing that you can dismiss it without the action. Yeah, I probably should have told you it was in single digits.
That would have been nice to have known.
You can wink
think
them out,
as
don't
you
worry.
plummet. You're just like,
They stayed on the roof.
yeah.
I need to drop concentration anyway for life transfer.
No, you're breaking Barbara's heart. As Spirit Barbara just goes back to the void.
She will never recover from this.
It's fine, it comes back.
Holding up the
be
single
prepared.
pebble.
I am about to fall off anyway, regardless of how I kill this.
Oh, you know a necromancer. She
Oh.
can just-
I can feather fall you. You'll be fine.
So it's if I'm life transferring, that is not life transferring, vampiric touching. Sorry, that's the right one. So vampiric touching, that is a 23 to hit.
To touch the bone.
It doesn't say it has to be alive.
Sorry, what was it to hit?
23.
Yeah, easy.
Right. So
Roll-
I'm going to
roll
cast
with the
that at level. What level? I'm not sure it's got the hit points to do what I wanted to do it at, but I'll take it anyway. Level 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 20 hit points back, and it's gone. No, honey,
Yes.
honey, you are in my. Excuse me. Hi,
I love
chat.
to think that this is in Moira now.
Go away, my love.
Go away, my love. I'm going.
Yes, you all watch as in Moira epically leaps onto the back of this skeletal dinosaur, and then just with a single touch of their vampiric hand, you watch as the bones crumble away, but the dust seems to kind of seep into Zinmoira's skin instead. You are now, however, hurtling out of the air.
Reaction. Sorry?
It's just
Just bestial.
Hang on. Just featherful.
Absolutely fine. Yes,
Ready?
you start to. The fall is arrested as you start to gently descend towards the ground level of the earth moat, and you'll watch as the shadowy watcher on the zombified-looking drake, just unmoving, expressionless, veers and starts to fly back down towards the boat. Well done. That is you out of combat, and that is also us veering, careening towards the ground and our break. So, but thank you everyone for joining us for the first half of this episode. Those of you who are aware of me and the things that I do, I like to set a little bit of a challenge, a riddle of sorts, an anagrammatic puzzle. And today is no different. So here are your letters. There is at least one 9-letter here. A, E, E, I, L, N, O, T, V. That is A, E, E, I, L, N, O, T, V. So let's see if our fantastic five can work this one out and get themselves some inspiration to use at some point for the rest of the episode. But we will see you in about 5-10 minutes. Turn up. Welcome back. Right, well, before we get into what we've been up to, let's just quickly resolve the small matter of a little anagram. 3 of our players messaged me during the break to say that they had got it. So, but I'm aware that we've also got some shorter words. So before we get to the resolution, Josh, you had a 7-letter word, you said.
Yes, I think, if my spelling is correct, because I'm stupid, I got violate.
Ooh.
Violate.
Violate, are you good?
Let's throw it over to the judges.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And here's where I should have had my rules. I think D7 counts as a D6 because obviously there's no D7 dice. But I will double check that. Great. And Tom, you, as well as getting the correct answer, you also had a shorter one. Would you like to?
My shorter one was toenail.
You gross.
You're gross.
Gross. Veto, he can't use that as an answer. It's gross.
It's not specifying they're not attached. They could just be attached to toes, and then they're fine.
Totally, everybody needs a toenail.
So gross.
Some people need toenails.
Gross.
Let's ride on past that. Cool. Anyone else got any shorter words they'd like to share before we go to the solution?
I do. I have a 4-letter word.
Oh, go on.
toes or toe, 3-letter word. There you go.
Or nail.
Surprisingly less
Yeah, no.
gross.
I'm beginning
Violent.
to think you don't have any toenails.
I don't.
I have nothing. I am incorporeal. You do not perceive me.
I am Ken from the waist down.
Native
Maybe the
as
knee
well.
These all look like they work for me. Great. But Evie, do you want to give us the big word?
Yes, I do, because I got it myself this time like a big boy. My dyslexia is cured.
Hooray!
Hooray! The word is elevation.
Indeed. Lovely. Yes, so because Talia, Tom, and Evie, you all got the big final word, you will get a D10 inspiration to use at some point before the next puzzle. For your 7-letter word, Josh, you get a D6. So that
Thank
is
you.
lovely. And yeah, let's get into it then. So before the break, it was mostly battle. You had seen these great skeletal birds coming towards you at the end of the last episode, and today was the resolution of that combat. You had a particularly massive one that was taking up most of the roof, and a couple of smaller ones that were darting around it. However, as you are wont to do, you made very short work of many of them. And, you know, what is there to say? The roof is now kind of covered in shards of dust and bone dust. I think probably to Jakarth, it's looking a little bit reminiscent of the boneyard at this point. But only just, and also, you know, you can see Neverwinter beneath you, so bone roof instead of the boneyard. What would you all like to do? You can see that the opera is still being kind of evacuated because of how timing works. Yeah, you've seen off these creatures very swiftly, and the theatre is still being just evacuated. You can see patrons just leaving.
I think we do run over to go watch, like, where Zenmora is going to end up, and then she's floating there.
The fire version of me disappears, and I just look around and go, well, it's definitely not a yard. It's more of a zone, the bone zone. And then I'll just go look over the edge.
Veto, not sure why, but yeah. Yeah, go on.
I was just going to say it was the shaking of disappointment from Evie that made that worth it.
You shouldn't get vindication from the disapproval. Yeah. Also, I assume the wizards got off the roof okay. We could have lost track of Stephen. Stephen?
Yeah, they managed to get out of the fire escape.
Have they made their way to the coast yet? Stop it, Josh.
Josh.
Mute that man. Mute.
Mute.
Yeah, and there's another joke that I'm going to say.
Wow.
Riveting.
Riveting.
I'm going to stop now.
Take inspiration.
Take it away.
Yeah, I guess one, we're checking on Zenmora, and two, I guess we're, just quick check-in. Everyone okay? Hero, you're right. You seem to have fallen all over there.
Well, no. Right, where's Zenmora?
She sort of consumed a bird. She can do that, sort of like something about that.
Vortex warp to Zenmora. Back onto the roof.
Oh, she's back.
Oh,
I will. I usually make better choices than that.
it was cool.
It was tactically done.
I've fought with you before. You do not make better choices like that. These are pretty consistent.
I usually try and make better choices like that before I get in the heat of the moment.
I mean, don't we all, really?
To be fair, you've not been that injured before. At least not when I've fought with you.
No, that was a very uncomfortable experience. And, how's everybody else doing? Health? Good?
Not a scratch on me.
I got kicked by a big chicken, but I'm all right. It didn't really hurt. So, slight tear in the waistcoat. I'm like, no, even better, just like the shirt which I stole from someone else. I was like, well, I'm not going to use that again. I think Hera fell down. I noticed.
I'm gonna get a little a dragon vessel which I have.
Ooh.
And go up to Zimoira. You hurt, yes?
I'm really low. I've been better.
Would you allow me to heal you with this? Do you mind? Looks slightly awkward. Leans in. Would you require a health potion or something more blood?
Honestly, either would work.
Okay. DM, can my vessel? I know I can make a potion, a greater healing potion, but can I create blood in it?
I will just have a quick look. This is
mayonnaise.
Well, so this is a dragon vessel, but I think for Hero's flavored more as like a kind of, I guess, pestle and water, like almost a slightly upgraded herbalist kit sort of thing. Remind me, I think. I mean, honestly, you can flavor it how you like. So,
because I can do a great healing potion. So if we like make it technically like that, but blood for Zimora, can I do that? Okay.
I'm fine with this.
Okay, then I take a second to whisper in my vessel, and it fills with blood, and this will help you heal.
Well, it's impolite to turn down a gift.
I owe Kalimvor.
Who would like to roll the 4d4 for this?
I can if you like.
Sure. Yeah.
10.
Ooh,
10 sorry, all.
So it's 44 plus 4, so you would have 14 with that.
Fantastic. I am still going to take a short rest.
As you give the healing damage, Arcana will just come up behind you, eyes glowing, gun held, and jab you in the neck with the gun for a cure wounds.
Everyone just wants to do things to me.
Yep.
Giacomo bands his knife, picks up the throw, and then just like, no.
Please take 14 points of healing damage, and Arcana's also going to be like, and you get hit a lot, so I'm going to give you this. And it's like a tiny, tiny little gun that you strap to your wrist. If you activate it, you'll be able to use shield. Keep it up next time.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
How are you both feeling now?
I'm pretty gross, but I'd rather the cleric feel better.
I mean, other than feeling pretty gross, which seems to be the normal thing that you say to me when I ask how you're doing, how are you feeling? Like, any more limbs gonna fall off?
I mean, my legs a little wonky. I mean, my any kind of organ I might have might slip out. I mean, I best not sneeze.
Don't sneeze too hard. Okay. What about you, Moira? Are you okay?
So, if we're doing this chat, I am going to do my healing thing for everybody, and especially, prayer of healing. Let's go with a 3rd level. Why not? I'm just using. So,
I have a
3
potion.
8 plus 5.
Okay. I have a potion if anybody needs it. So.
Yeah, but those are resources.
so's your magic.
So 3d8 plus 5 for literally anyone who needs it.
Can I get 10 hit points from that because I'm at max?
Don't get 10 hit points.
I'm only on 4.
Just quickly wondering, have either Jakarth or Arcana been hit in any of the fights we've had so far?
No.
So what you're saying is this entire campaign, only undead creatures have taken any damage whatsoever.
Very rude.
I think you're going to be cancelled.
The zombie community are not happy.
No, they are not.
That's fine. 19 hit points for
Thank you.
everybody.
Right, well, I mean, what's our next move? Obviously, we've got the Fey wizard on the wyvern that flew back down to the ship. Seeing us, those things were probably theirs. They're probably going to launch a full-scale attack now or something. Should we go to the boat and sink it? We established that the boat was one of the things, didn't we?
I think so. I mean, even if it's not, it's probably not the best for them if their big scary ship was sunk to the bottom of the bay. So, yeah, let's destroy it.
What do you mean, hijack it and then sink it?
Well, I wasn't. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's the plan.
How did Moira and Arcana feel about it?
Arcana is eating a taco.
In and out of world, it's quite impressive.
Thank you,
same
Stephen.
time.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you for bringing the tacos.
Oh, like
He's got one of those theatre things that they walk around with during the intermission with tacos. I'll take one.
I mean, if we're doing this in world, Kira's going to have to roll something.
Constitution save, please.
It's supposed to be undead, bruh.
Oh no.
It's
I like
rude,
this.
really. It's rude. That's a 14.
Charisma.
Oh, you
Let me
said
just think
charisma.
about
Oh, come. Beg pardon.
I did originally, and then I suddenly realised that that's what I would ask if you were being poisoned or getting drunk. That's about
13.
30.
13. 1, 3.
1, 3. Yeah, it's charisma. Yeah. You feel the uncontrollable urge to not only eat the taco, but also the container with that the taco is inside. So normally people would, there'd be like a little strip that you remove, and then there's a bit that you take. No, you just bite into it. Cardboard.
I need to put that noise on a soundbar.
Good name.
It's all right. Would you like another?
No. Thank you, Stephen.
On the house. Oh, we're on the house, because we were already heating them up for the interval, but everyone's gone.
Yep. Why don't you give them to the other staff to make everyone calm down? I mean, tacos are very calming.
We've got plenty. I mean, we were doing it for the whole audience.
Pocket tacos are a thing, right? I'll put in my pocket. Thank you.
There's enough for everybody to take a couple of pocket tacos.
Have you got any chicken?
Yeah, probably.
I've got a craving for chicken.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, come down and you can sit in there. I'll take you to the staff stairwell.
Okay, as long as you're not taking me to the candy shop, it's fine. Moira said about having a quick rest anyway, didn't you? So let's go and eat, I suppose, before we go deal with the ship.
Oh, a short rest, you say? That sounds lovely.
I do really like the service around here. You get tacos after a battle. It's wonderful. We should have all our fights on top of an opera house.
Sounds good.
Great. Well, you can make your way down to. You're taken to the kind of staff stairwell, which is the regular stairwell is a very grand spiral staircase, whereas the staff one is a bit steeper, but switches back on itself in a much tighter space, so it's much quicker to get back down via this way.
Terrifying.
And also, you don't pass through the second and fourth floors. You get down to the dining hall at the first floor.
Wait, so what were these birds? How did the red wizards know to send them to us now? Anyone, any ideas?
We were being followed. With our cat friend was being followed.
Scrying.
Scrying.
Yeah, but they arrived after I dismissed my watchers, which are an easy way in. Other than general regular scrying, which is the same, just not quite as easy.
Can they identify where you were if they know that it went off and they were like, oh, she's there? You know, it's not so much the information getting out, but it's the lack of information, which is obvious.
Could it also be that if it is due to scrying, could it be that they're not scrying on Arcana and they might be scrying on someone else instead?
Possible.
I mean, out of all of us, Hero, you've had the most to do with the Fae. Maybe they have something of yours that they're scrying.
I don't remember them taking anything of mine. I mean, we've had some issues back in Grandmother's, in the area, but they didn't take anything of mine.
Did you drop any fingers or toes without realizing it?
Them all.
Okay. They're all yours, though, aren't they?
Yes. I
Okay.
mean, no, yes, it is.
I
Just
think
what I checked.
an hour's probably passed since I dismissed the watchers, so I think they just kind of woo back into power. Can I kind of check them over and see if there's been any activity or interference recently?
Probably an Arcana check.
That I can do. Ooh, okay, that was a nat 20 for a 35.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. You don't get the feeling that there has been any further tampering, but there is the distinct feeling that something is observing, and that them being kind of offline may have been what triggered them to send something to your last known location.
Oh, great. So because I dismissed them, that was the red flag that sent up the bads. I really can't win with these guys, can I? They're adorable, but just a liability.
You okay, Moira?
Just slowly just bringing some short resting and resetting some hit die, but also thinking about the politics thing. You mentioned just going straight off and attacking them, but I am not sure that I can do that without setting off an international incident.
Can we contact other adventurers within the circle to try and see if anyone's available to work on any of the other obelisks at all? I don't know. I don't have many contacts. I assume you do.
I mean, I could always meet up with the Harpers and see if they can put a call out to people, but I don't know of anybody who would be within the circle. I don't keep tabs on a lot of the people that I've adventured with. And, I mean, I know Tessalin's around, but that's probably about it.
Get the hive in action.
Yeah. Also, Josh, did you actually just say the Harpers? Because we've been mysterious about it up to this point about who those people are. Did you actually just name them?
That is a good point.
Yeah.
I will retcon that. And what I will say is I have contacts I can reach out to who can find people, because I don't know if anybody is around other than Tessalin and us, is what I will say. Thank you, Tom.
I was just going to say, because, like, I think we mostly know it is the Harpers, but we are trying to be like, oh, it could be, like, oh, Eltron was working with some mysterious people.
I could... Sorry, I beg your pardon. I could also call out to the Grave Mother, see if, she has any more warlocks, or, I don't know, knows any druids about. I don't know.
Ooh, I'm going to speak directly to my watchers in my opera pouch. Okay, if the people who were watching me, who were in touch with Ninetails, are listening, you know what to do. You've got contacts. You can send people to the other obelisks. Do it. Please. It's the least you could do for spying on me and watching me eat noodles.
I don't think you're obsessed. Like you're like convinced that Ninetails was watching you, and it wasn't just the liches.
Liches, I'm talking to you too. Use your lich powers for semi-good. I'm sure you can get something out of it.
To stop ourselves? Okay.
Why not? Be a chaos lich.
That's true. Well, you asked very politely.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Giacomo's also like, I mean, I've also travelled. I end up in Golden Fields at one point. I think there's a group there. A lot of artillery. Maybe something about paladins. Maybe they're you know how paladins hate the undead. Looks unfortunately at the three of us and like, so maybe there's people around. Or we talk to Waterdeep. I know it's not going to affect Waterdeep, but there's already a good number of people out there.
I mean, you say that, Giacomo. It seems that the undead hate the undead.
It's a self-loathing thing,
it's an inward thing.
I mean,
those things didn't go for myself or Arcana at all. They just went for you. 3.
Interesting.
Oh.
Game recognized game.
I mean, yeah.
They're just jealous.
Do they get something out because you're all undead with souls, effectively? Do those undead get something out of you if they kill you? Do they?
That's
can they
rude.
absorb your soul?
It's rude.
I mean, I suppose so. I mean, if we died and then we died again, it's like, I don't know, filtering a soul. I'm not... Pauses. I'm saying our souls are better than others,
I mean...
no, come on, Hera. I know we talked about self-loathing here, but,
I mean, we've been through some things.
We defied the odds and came back.
We did.
I don't know how it is for Moira, but for you two, at least, your souls would likely be closer to the veil, wouldn't they? Because of your nature, you're closer to death than what myself or Arcana are, so it would be easier to pluck. Maybe this is all just assumptions on my part. I've got no idea, but if the 3 of you are being targeted, then we need to make sure that we protect you, the 3 of you, above all else.
It's very sweet.
We can't definitively prove that we have superpowers, I say, as my shadow starts playing the knife game on the table by itself. I'm like, I'm not getting that knife back, but yeah, I mean, we all should protect each other, as a...
Yeah, just in case that's not a correct theory.
No.
I mean, if I probably die again, Grave Mother will probably get my soul.
And I came back out of, I want to say, spite, Also, possibly
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It might be the bloat. It might be because I love my wife.
There we go. We'll go with the romantic side of
It's
it.
nice.
You loved so much you came back.
I get like a picture out of my pocket and show Hera like a group picture of like me and Bo being like, "Hey, look at our circus." I was like, "I got that drawn."
Oh, it's beautiful.
She's lovely. Also, Zemora. Technically, the Red Wizards of Fae have kind of declared war on the city of Neverwinter by attacking it. I don't understand the politics of it.
I need to go speak to Lord Neverwinter and tell him. Essentially, yes, we can go attack the ship. I need to go and tell the person in charge of the city what happened and that we are going to go and attack the ship.
Sure.
Because they've done this in secret, I will be doing this in public.
And if it happened that two glancing arcana, dashing, roguish types happened to get another rowboat again, and I don't know, dig a hole in the ship, that would be okay.
I will add that during all of this, Barbara has gotten hold of a taco and has been just smushing it into her plushy face because she thinks she can eat. So Arcana is just kind of going over and cleaning, like, yeah, we're roguish types, we're good at things. Get that taco away from my penguin.
I think I also come out, I was like, Arcana, I have a bit of experience with animals. This penguin's in love. This penguin is just is in the mood to woo.
I know, it's tragic. In love with a ghost of itself.
I came back as I will see if I can find you a penguin.
There's only one problem. Barbara is a plushy penguin. They're not a biological penguin.
Hey, weirder things have happened.
That's true.
And I believe in the words of the immortal scholars, love is love is love is love. And who are we to stand in the way?
That's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm a poet and I'm not quite aware of the fact, yeah.
But yes, we could drill a hole in a boat.
I also, if I go get my coat, have the ability to summon a hole. Also, pauses, a rowboat. But at least we played a straight bat.
What if we went under the boat and put the hole under the boat? Then that way we don't have to fight.
How big's the hole?
Good question. As Tom goes and looks at his sheet.
Do you have a portable hole?
Yeah, of course I do.
Does anybody have a bag of holding?
No.
God damn it. One day.
I can summon a pit 10 feet, so 10-foot hole. I can also bring out a door, a ladder, and a horse. I've got many things on my coat.
Why do you have a horse in a hole?
Oh well, the horse doesn't necessarily have to go in the hole, but like you remember Eltron had those hyenas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same sort of thing. I can sort of summon animals or a ladder, or a ram. Not a wooden one. No, I mean goats. I can't handle with. Yeah. So like, if we were trying to knock down, we could probably. I've got a variety of things. Also, I could turn into a ghost again. Not that that's necessarily going to help.
It's weird, but it's cool.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
So like slightly squints says the warlock who just made a thing of blood out of it.
That's not weird, dog.
It's a bit weird. Eat your tacos.
Zinmora, I imagine, is not eating a taco, but is holding one to blend in.
No. A taco has been put in my hand.
How is the necrotic on the taco? Is it dissolving the taco?
I mean, the gloves are back on.
I just wanted to see how the material, how it reacted. I'm still trying to find a material to make something for you with. A hug suit.
Taco was on the list.
Ooh, a taco suit, you say?
I'm not wearing a taco suit.
No, I can wear a taco suit, or your mum can wear a taco suit and give you a hug. I've just figured it out.
It was tacos all along.
I could have just let myself just fall off that building. It would have been so much easier.
Oh,
I
no.
have an intelligence of 20. This will work.
Oh, God.
Oh no, you fell off the building. This is your personal hell. You know. Clemvor's got some ideas.
Calemvor, please strike me down.
Oh, don't ask for that.
Oh, bye.
I'm busy right now.
Tully,
I
give me
made
a
you
wisdom
my
save.
favourite.
Oh.
What?
Give me a
God.
wisdom save.
Oh no.
What have we summoned into
I
this universe?
swear to all things holy, if this is how we lose her.
Wisdom saving throw, that's a 19.
Okay. I think that's enough to resist hearing the voice of God. Yeah, you just...
I don't mind hearing the voice of God. I'd like him to
No.
speak for me for anything other than work. We
Yeah,
have not had personal conversations in a long time.
In just kind of in your head, you hear not quite as commanding or forceful as you might have liked. You do just hear a no. No one else hears it.
So while looking as Zenmora goes through multiple emotions, so is that it? We're going. Oh no, she's having. Oh, she's
You have a chat with your dad.
She's having-
You have a chat with your dad. I know that look.
So I just love the fact that Hera thinks that everyone's patrons are their parents.
Yeah.
Like,
I have an actual father.
she has.
I mean,
Yeah.
admittedly, he also works for Calemvor, but still.
Stepdad, then.
Kelenvor in disguise?
It's very Greek mythology. It's like, oh yeah, it's Zeus. It's like everyone's dad's Zeus. It's not.
I've been
you're
there.
not
It's not
special.
fun.
Yeah.
I have been acknowledged as his favourite. In exchange for that, it's just now a problem.
Yeah. The last thing you want is to be, the favourite of the gods. So you want to play a straight bat and let his lordship know that we're gonna.
Kind of
Betrayal.
have to.
Would they,
But
would
there
they
is
like,
no...
send things with us? Like forces? Or
See, I'm not really sure there's time to do that. If they can just send massive undead beasties to us any time, time is kind of the essence.
I agree. I think it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Like, Mora, if you could send a runner and then we head off, and by the time the runner gets there and goes, "Do we have permission?" The boat's already at the bottom.
Yeah, I know, that's the practicality of it. In my defense, I would say if going to him was the thing we had to do, I would be ensuring that an eye was turned towards the politics and not towards the sneaky rogues doing the preemptive maneuvers. But I feel that is a waste of time anyway.
Sometimes you need, the shadowy hand in the darkness. That can be as much politics as, the diplomacy.
Oh no, Moira. The entire leadership of the church is dead. You're now in charge. Oh, we hate how you do politics. You need to learn how to do politics. You can't just go do things. Have a crash course in politics. Learn how to deal with... I fucking hate people. I hate this so much.
Maybe you need a new job.
Yeah.
The job itself.
Jakarth did an excellent job of being, the Pontifex.
Hey,
when you were away.
whoa. Do not put it on me. I just stood in and made sure that everybody did what Moira wanted. I did not take any form of leadership role within. I want nothing to do with the gods. Thank you very much.
Watch the one shot I did with Josh about how bad it was. Everyone thought he was in charge. Well, okay. So, yeah, maybe you can...
Leading the church is fine. Doing the God's work is fine. It's dealing with all of these other heathens in town who just do their own thing and have their own opinions.
Whoa.
Too far, Moira, too far.
You can't use the H word.
Mm-mm.
I don't mind that bit so much, to be fair. So maybe I could help you with that part of it
You
if we survive all of this and if Neverwinter's still here.
Well, you could be the voice of Clemvor. That's
No,
considering you.
I will be the voice of Moira. I will help Moira with negotiations and things, but I'm not doing it under the banner of a god.
I mean, you'd hate to have more titles, right? Your carp adventures yet to come.
You don't know that. Shut up.
Oh, no, you don't know what I know. You don't know who I've been talking to.
It's written down in your like personnel log files.
Yeah, it magically appeared everywhere.
Giacomo's had to deal with people going, hey, you're a weird-looking skeletal ginger-haired guy. And then being like, okay, no.
And me being the weird-looking half red scaled man.
There's other things going on here. Right, so, okay, everyone's had their food. Hera's still eating the cardboard. Is that...
It's just stuck in my teeth. It's fine.
I mage hand over, like, some half-eaten of the fish stuff, and I was like, there you go, you can have your little fishy and your little dishy now.
Stop feeding it.
Look, if it wants food, it wants food.
No, it doesn't. No, you don't.
Here comes the serpent. Nom 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 nom. I try and, like a child, feed you this fish.
Roll me a Christmas save.
14.
14. Yeah. As much as you want to ignore this, the seedling makes your mouth just go, ah.
Thank you.
And I love you, so what a weird complication. You're my little sister, so what a weird relationship we have. Anyway, planning.
Aren't you technically younger?
I mean, yeah. Well, I've been one of these shorter time than her, but I don't know. I don't know how old my former self was. I don't know a lot of things. So we need to go to the ship. We need to sink it. We need to communicate with our whatever resources we've got. I mean, as I said, I know people in other towns, but that's a distance. I don't.
I'll see if I can get word out. I'll go see if I can find my contacts, and if you want Moira, I can send word to Lord Neverember. See if they will send word to Lord Neverember as well to let him know what's going on. I think the best way for us to do it would be for us to disassociate ourselves from the church and from Neverember and everything. So if an incident does happen, they can sort of go, whoa, hang on. They were acting on their own accord, sort of thing. If you agree with that, of course.
Yeah. Tell them that we've got sources in the temple though for safekeeping to tell us about what's going on, and also that I will fuck up his shit if he doesn't pay attention.
Lord Neverember, you're gonna fuck up his
I mean,
shit?
yes. I mean, this is. He thinks it's funny when I swear at him.
Does he?
I'm just imagining that he goes, ho, 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 ho. Oh, you silly child.
While eating a taco.
While eating a taco.
Okay, so, not that I'm not loving it. What is the plan, do we think?
I think.
Well,
sorry, Moira, you go.
Well, I mean, you were saying that you've got people that you can send with your contacts and a non-churchy way to talk to Lord Neverember.
Yes, I can go get that set up.
If I send anyone to him, it's tying it too close to us, so probably better for you to do that.
Okay, I'll do that. And I'm also thinking of getting family out. I believe we can send them north. I think going off of the diagram that Arcana has, that north is probably the quickest way to get them out of the ring.
Yeah, I need to get my family out, and honestly, half my church are non-combatants, so I need to get them out the temple and somewhere safe.
I don't mean to be that person, but I think if we try to evacuate too many people, one, it's going to slow them down, and 2, I think it's going to draw too much attention and cause a widespread panic. I think we should just try and get the people out that are important to us, like family, directly important to us. And I mean, Giacomo, where's the circus at the moment? Maybe we can send them there.
I mean, Boo's less than a day's ride to the north, actually. We are good at upping sticks and going at good speed. I mean, I'm not saying that necessarily we could get performance rights in Icewind Dale, but I can easily disguise. We can disguise a large group of people. We, as Jakarth and Hira know, the circus did lose a large number of people. We are down. I mean, if they're willing to literally shovel shit. Sorry, say more. I'm sure your dad wouldn't appreciate that, but they can basically that wouldn't cause a panic, a circus travelling.
He's an undertaker. He's dealt with weird decompositions. Okay, if you send the family out, Lily will try and stay and fight, but if I ask her to go and take care of the kids, she'll do that.
My cousin Zana can help as well, along with my companion, Rover, and Zana's friend as well, I reckon. She won't go anywhere without him, so...
Was it... The holy days are coming up. I can get like the youngest out of the temple by sending them into the woods to go do some prep work.
Okay.
And their caretakers. I am happy. I acknowledge that I can't get them all, but I can get the children out.
Yeah.
I know I haven't been here very long, Arcana, but is there anybody you'd like us to nab or...
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Pretty much everyone I care about is in this room. I met that Damper a while ago. I guess she'll be caught up in it, but she seemed fine. Yeah, as long as we stick together, it's fine for me.
Okay. Right, well, I'm going to love and leave you all now, and I'm going to go get the preparations started for that. I'm perfectly fine. I don't need to have any more of a rest than what we've already had, so those of you who need to rest up, I'll come and find you all when where should we meet, actually? How much time should we give ourselves, and where should we meet?
How long is it going to take for everyone to up sticks? I mean, for me, a couple of hours. But, and then possibly, do we meet back by the pub? Back on the ship.
Or meet at the docks?
Well, the ship's by the pub
Yeah.
by the docks. Yeah. I will also procure us a rowboat by hook or by crook.
If I want to go get all my spell slots back, I need a few, but I'm happy just to wing it with what I've got. I didn't use too many.
I have to contact Grave Mother. I can do that with a book I have. I have a few things to ask her. Oh.
You're gonna be fine. Here, I put a hand. You're gonna be great. Don't worry. You're doing well. No. As with the other hand, I'm like, do you want some more fish? I'm joking.
I'm going to go home, talk to my family, really. Go to the temple, get the kids out, get people ready for it. Red Wizards will be fine. See if there's time to talk to my god. Be quite nice. Go find you. I can do that in, let's say, 2.5 hours. The half hour will be persuading really just to go and move.
I think because I don't have anyone to go and check on in this time, I might go back to the obelisk. We already know where it is and get to know it a little bit more, just kind of get a head start so that I have a bit more information going forward.
Do your science. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We did confirm the obelisk was the ship, didn't we? The one in Neverwinter was the ship. Okay.
Giacomo's best guess, looking around.
Okay. Right. Let's break and see each other soon. To give ourselves 3 hours just to give a bit of leeway, just in case Amaryllis takes a little bit longer to persuade. And then I run out the door.
Let me go.
You too.
Okay. So you all begin to make your ways to various parts of the city. Preparations getting underway for getting those that you care the most about as far away from the city as possible, but without raising too much suspicion. It takes, obviously, some of you quicker than others, but most of you, it's going to be a couple of days just to get the sort of plans in place. At the end of the second day, the day before the Kalemvor Holy Day, you were all shocked by a tremendous roar that echoes throughout the entire city. And from wherever you are in the city, looking towards the dock, you all watch as water begins to vent from the rear of the Thean ship. Meanwhile, the mouth of the skull at the prow of the ship opens and starts to take in water. And you watch as this humongous 150-foot ship begins to turn on its end, and slightly until it sits upright in the docks. And that is where we're going to call tonight to a close. So, thank you everyone for joining us for this nail-biting, perhaps thrilling, hopefully, episode. If you enjoyed tonight, we play every Monday and Tuesday from 6 p.m. GMT, or we in the UK happen to be on at the time. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. There are also podcast versions of all of our games available everywhere, so just search for Roll Together RPG. A massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. There will be a link in the chat right now. So please do join them, because every penny, every cent, every gold piece, and every goat goes towards making all of the fantastic content that we do. A big thank you again to all of our sponsors and supporters. And don't forget, we are all over every single social as Roll Together RPG. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.